Welcome to my Fallout video, where today we are covering the Cabot Family Questlines. And if you've explored the downtown area, chances you've come across the Cabot House, a house seemingly untouched by the post-apocalyptic ruin and decay surrounding it. As we approach the house, you can see the front area being protected by a sentry bot, as well as a Mr. Handy. You can still press forward as these bots won't attack unless provoked. So as we get closer to the house, yeah, you see how nice and pristine it's looking as opposed to the ruins around it. Like I said, don't mind the sentry bot, it's gonna come check you out, but it won't attack. It's watching me. Head to the door, and you have an intercom. Check out the Cabot House sign right there. Looks like the door is locked, so we'll try the intercom. But first, if you can try and boost your charisma, as you'll need to gain access by successfully persuading the voice on the other side. So I have some great mentats I'm going to use to boost my charisma. Yummy. And then we'll go ahead and try this.
Go away.
No.
I'd really like to come in.
You seem nice enough, but trust me, you don't want to come inside.
I think I do.
Come on, let me in.
You're not gonna give up, are you? Have it your way. Door's unlocked.
Alright.
Come on in.
We've successfully gained access, so let's head on in.
Hold very, very still. Now tell me what you're doing here.
Hey, take it easy, guy.
Easy. I'm not looking for trouble.
You come into Boston and knock on random doors. I think you are looking for trouble.
Edward? Who is it?
Don't worry about it, Jack. I got it under control.
Edward, don't be so hasty. I like the look of this fellow. Please, accept my apologies for Edward's behavior. He's just looking out for me, but sometimes he can be overzealous. I'm Jack Cabot. Welcome to Cabot House.
We'll take the tough guy approach.
You'd better tell your lackey to watch himself.
Once you know Edward better, you'll realize what a genuinely nice fellow he is. But let's not let a momentary misunderstanding ruin the moment. It's been so long since we've had a visitor. Edward, I think this occasion calls for drinks. The good bourbon, eh? Come on, this way. There's no need to stand talking in the front hall like savages.
Good bourbon, you say?
Please, have a seat.
Guess I'll have to jump out of this power armor suit real quick.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I'd like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time?
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
Yeah, I guess.
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not
Sorry
talking
about the
about
glitch
flying
here.
saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
Yeah, sounds like heavy stuff.
That's really interesting.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
And what was all that about?
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
Well, the package. What's in it?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I guess so.
Yep, I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
Well, so there we go. We have our first mission in the quest here, and we gotta go find the metal box with the serum. So we'll go ahead and head on out to the Parsons Insane Asylum. We'll do a fast travel, and the Parsons State Insane Asylum is actually north of the Cabot House. Looks like we've fast traveled into the bushes here. Let's talk to Maria.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
What is this place?
It's nothing to do with you, that's for sure. Now, I told you to get moving.
Hey, I'm here on business.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Thanks.
For your help.
Sure thing. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Normal raiders would have grabbed the loot and bugged out by now. It's like they're scouting the place or something. I'll be glad when you clear them out.
Obviously something's a bit fishy here. Check out the Parsons Insane Asylum a bit. Let's see. Hey, look. Another glitch. Got some guards hanging out. And, it's a pretty big place. So we gotta make our way over to the creamery, the Parsons Creamery, which is even further north. So, yeah, and recover the package. So, we'll run around the back here, see if we can get a view of where we need to go. Run up on the ridge here. Oh, I can get a good view. And can't really see it from here, but straight ahead, way in the back there. we head over there and get a little closer. There's some raiders here, so we'll get ready for a fight. Sounds like they're having a merry old time. Let's go and spoil the fun.
Someone there?
Ain't that well guarded?
No!
Pardon my terrible aim. Let's try a grenade. My aim is terrible. Much better with grenades. Alright, looks like we got our culprit with the box of serum. Mysterious serum. Brad's minus 36,000. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder what this serum really does. I guess we gotta take it back to Mr. Cabot. So we'll head on back to the Cabot house, the fast travel. Back into the house, right past the sentry bots. Yes, I know, you're watching me.
Not acceptable. Imogen is missing and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that doesn't
Your sister
mean...
is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family safe?
I'd be happy to send someone to look for her, ma'am. It's not
Mother, Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to find Imogen. Again.
I can't believe you don't care what happens to your sister.
I'm not going to have Edward drop everything just because Imogen decided to take a lover again.
Jack, how dare you speak so disrespectfully about your sister?
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
I insist you send someone to find Imogen.
I'm not Imogen's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without telling anyone...
Ran into some raiders.
Some raiders set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him. I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
What's so important about this serum, buddy?
What's so important about this serum?
You're getting paid to follow orders. Your orders were to get it back. That's all you need to worry about.
I guess here you go.
I don't think you even listened.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
She's perfectly capable of looking after herself.
Alright, let's go meet the other Cabots.
I can't believe you don't care what happens to your sister.
I'm not Imogen's babysitter. If she chooses...
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogen.
Thank you. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes you more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
So where she's gone?
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Alright.
Got it. Off to Good Neighbor then.
Alright. Another mission within the quest. And now we're headed to Good Neighbor to go find the sister, Imogene. So Good Neighbor's a little south of the Cabot house. I fast travel to the old corner bookstore. From there you can travel a bit further south through the alley and you'll find the entrance. Take care of the dogs. There we have a sign pointing to Good Neighbor. It's kind of hidden in the cuts, so try not to get lost. Oh, dead settler right in front. Charming. Let's head on in. Ah, dog. Get off me, dog. Alright, there we go.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Hey, back off.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there.
Okay.
But a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
Hey, man, you just killed him.
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on ya. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Alright, I feel you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Wow, quite the introduction. And I guess that's the mayor. Ah, poor Finn. Trying to be a tough guy. Look at you. Well, now that we're past that, we can go and head on over to the third rail. Check out the alleyway. Looks like got some other locations we could go explore. Won't worry about that right now. Here we are, the third rail. Let's head on in. See if we can get some clues on Imogene's whereabouts.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Thanks, Ham. That ghoul was finely dressed. Quite the attire. Ah. Sounds like some nice tunes.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
God, I love this song.
McCready, eh?
Have you got a history that needs
Whitechapel Charlie. Who do we have
Did you
here?
come in just for the beer and cigarettes? A broken down dream you're tired of chasing. Ooh, I'm just the girl to make you forget. So we're glad you dropped by. Come in, loosen up your tie. Have a drink, or maybe just one more. But if you're searching for something to bring you comfort, oh well, I'm the one you're looking for.
Okay, that was pretty nice, I gotta admit.
Oi, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Looking for Imogene Cabot.
Yo, do you know Imogen Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
Magnolia, eh?
Excuse me, miss.
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
Actually loved it.
I love the song. It was perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a man like you to my part of town?
We'll try sarcasm.
Oh, I woke up here. Just me, my underwear, and regret.
That sounds like the beginning of a great song. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Ah, we could flirt.
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
It's tempting, but unfortunately
Hashtag fail.
I'm married to the stage.
Alright, let's try to re-engage here. Since I failed my flirt attempt.
Magnolia.
Hello again. Something I can do for you?
Imogene.
Do you know Imogen Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
Well, she's missing.
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Well, anything you could tell me.
Please, tell me what you know.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Alright, so Imogene's made off with a preacher fella. Guess we need to take a look at this flyer and see if that'll clue us in on where to go next. Charles View Amphitheater in the Back Bay. Okay.
Now
Let's
that
head
is
on
some
over
art.
there and see if we can
Check out those hydraulics.
see if Imogene is actually there.
Charlie serves the drinks. I deal with the drunks.
Thanks for the info, man.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters.
What the heck is going on here?
Glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
He wishes.
Mayor has an announcement.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the
Guess we'll
best
just
way to
stick
stick
around and hear
together
what he's got to
is
say.
keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big friendly commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself
Institute.
The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us.
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Hancock. Of the people. For the people.
Like we got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
Need a place to stay?
That's a good speech.
Try Hotel Rexford.
Okay, now that we're past that, we can continue on our quest. Let's fast travel over to that amphitheater and see if we can find Imogene. So I fast traveled over to Black Street Apparel, which is a little west of the amphitheater where Imogene should be. And then now we can head on over there. as we get a little closer, we could see some people hanging out. I'm gonna stop here for a sec and pop some more grape mentats, as we'll need to successfully persuade the guy Imogene ran off with, so we can get to her. Let's find this preacher. There he goes, Brother Thomas.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
Dude, I'm here for Imogene.
I'm looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
Hey, her family's worried about her.
Her family's worried about her.
You can tell them that she's fine. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I don't think that's gonna fly.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
Wow. You went right to throwing your weight around. I thought we were friends. If you want to see her so bad, don't let me stand in your way. Here, I'll unlock the door for you.
That's more like it.
Welcome.
Alright, where do you have her?
She's all yours, neighbor.
Good choice, Brother Thomas.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
Your age.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Ah, the serum.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
Well, there's only a little bit left.
Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Okay. I guess she's gonna go off gallivanting again. Wow. So that's Imogene Cabot. She's quite the lady. Well, I'm sure she's quite the lady once she gets that age serum. Alright, so we're heading back to the Cabot house now. Let's deliver the news to Jack.
Now, Edward. This is maddening. Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Gino, how's this?
Oh, that's stunning. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Well, I found Imogene.
I found Imogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
Serum, you say?
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Like super raiders. What's the source of this serum?
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Abilities, you say?
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Why is that so important?
Why is that so important?
If these intruders have gotten past Edward's men, they may have freed Lorenzo. I'm the only one who understands exactly how to deal with him. Is that clear enough for you?
Yeah, I suppose.
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But You know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
So now we can see Jack Cabot is holding his father captive so he can use his blood to create the serum that essentially gives the Cabot family immortality. Now we'll go and help Jack deal with the raiders.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him.
Ah. So he's trying to cure him, apparently.
So dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have failed. It's fused too tightly with his nervous system.
That's interesting. So I went ahead and fast traveled over to Parsons Insane Asylum. And we should be able to meet up with Jack here. Let's look around and find him. Ah, there he goes.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
Alright, let's head on in. Dead mercs everywhere.
Door's blocked from the other side somehow. We'll have to find a way around.
I can't believe this is gonna be worth the trouble. Look at this place. Nothing but dust and junk. Oh, it's good.
Wait, listen.
Sounds like raiders.
Get ready.
Where that new juice is coming from? Hell yeah, it's gonna be worth it. How'd you get any of it anyway? Lefty doesn't even like you. Who's that?
What?
Shit. Toss.
I love grenades.
Fucking pay for that.
Ouch.
It's going to be hard to stop thanks to the serum.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Jack, nice move. There we go. That raider was tough. Oh yeah, they're on the serum, of course.
You're nothing. Nothing! Kinsey! Ah!
Take that. We could use those items. Thank you very much. Oh! It's right behind me. Alright, let's keep it moving. This place is huge. Ah, rat ridges. Totally vaporized. we're late to the party
I'm
here.
not dead yet.
Ah.
But I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Abremelin field is still functioning. Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them.
Charisma.
They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for something.
Perfect.
Well, let's see if we can get some more info.
What exactly is going on here?
I suppose it's time you knew. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack.
Alright, let's
You
do
too.
this.
There.
Alright, where are we going here? Ah, there we go. Time to battle some more raiders. Ah, this guy's got a sledgehammer. Ouch. Okay. Laser rifle. There we go. Ah. Bring out the heavy weapons.
Gotta reload sometime, asshole!
Let's try and elude this guy. Oh, wow. Jack got clobbered. Alright, he's toast. Legendary Raider. Another one bites the dust. Nope, fire's getting low. There we go. Like one more up in the corner there. Let's just go up there. Alright. Burnt Raiders.
We never used this wing. Nobody's been in here for decades. There's no telling what we'll run into.
Alright, in we go.
Miss, let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor. Come on.
I don't know, like he ever tells us anything.
Sounds like more raiders lurking.
Not exactly the pushover that we were promised.
What did those morons...
Jack.
We don't have time for this.
Gotta be a little tougher than that guy. Another berserker with a sledgehammer.
How many of these bastards are?
Nice. Take that cocktail, thanks.
Keep your eyes open. Think this asshole over here.
Huh. He's about to throw a grenade. Bats is so awesome.
How much you got left in you?
Alright, I hear more guys. There they go. They didn't like that.
Cannot let them hold us.
Ah, berserker with the claw. Get away. Oh, he's right on my tail. Man, those guys are tough.
You gotta hold him off until Lefty finishes downstairs.
Into the hole in the bathroom.
Disappearing out.
Further down we descend.
More of them?
You're still alive? Christ.
Perfect throw.
Good. The old utility elevator is still working.
Looks like we gotta go even further
This one
down.
leads to the ba- Come on. It's the only way down.
We are going deep.
What the fuck was that?
Surprise.
What?
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo.
Shoot to kill. Alright. reached Lorenzo's cell.
All those assholes upstairs, and they still can't stop these clowns from barging in here?
Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
We're so close now.
That's it. Just keep turning it counterclockwise.
Looks like the raiders are attempting to
You
free
need to
Lorenzo.
shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
Hurry, damn you!
You'd best hurry it up. My son is quite capable
I guess
of
we gotta go
stopping
take
you
care of
if he
these
gets in
raiders.
here. That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
Shit, they're breaking through the security.
That's right, I'm
The
coming.
men upstairs don't seem to have
I'm
been of
opening
much
the main
use.
door. Hurry! The Abremlin field is down.
Apparently, even the simplest task was beyond your capabilities.
Alright, let's see if we can make short work of these raiders.
Straight return. Finally!
There we go.
Late. It'll take some time for him to regain his powers. A chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switched the 4 Abremlin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
As soon as you set the Abremlin generators, I can end this.
Think back on everything Jack has told you. Who do you think is really the crazy one here?
If you don't set the generators soon, he'll free himself, and then we're all dead.
Alright, let me get on
Everything
it.
my son has told you about me is a self-serving lie. That must be obvious now.
Hey, sorry guy. Apparently you're too dangerous to let out.
That's it. Don't worry. The Zeta radiation won't harm you. I'm sorry, Father. I did everything I could to avoid this. I believe I was close to finding a way to remove the artifact.
Liar! Depend upon me here forever if you'd had your way, puny worm. Do you truly think you have the power to destroy me?
Goodbye, Father.
Well, that'll do it for Lorenzo. And with him gone, no more access to the life serum. Oh, what do we have here?
There we go.
Massachusetts Surgical Journal. I'll take that. Now let's head back over to talk with Jack. See what he has to say.
Hey, Jack.
We didn't have any other choice, did we?
Well, what would he have done?
What would he have done if he'd gotten free?
Oh, he would have killed both of us. And then the rest of my family. And that would only have been the beginning. His crimes, back when he was free. It was only because of my family's influence that he ended up here, rather than on death row. The world now, it's a world made for monsters. Nothing could have stopped him. No, I've answered my own question. We truly had no choice.
Oh, sorry, man.
I'm sorry about Lorenzo.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Before you go, I couldn't have done this without your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
Thanks.
Great. Thanks.
One more thing. I've done so much research on the artifact. I may be able to do something with it. Come back and see me at Cabot House in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
Alright, I will come back in a week. Thanks, Jack. So that wraps up the quest, and now we're coming back to the Cabot House a week later to see what Jack has to offer. So let's head on in. Looks like Jack is upstairs. Imogene and
I don't understand why he was
Cabot.
so angry at all of us. It was for his own good. Couldn't he see?
Just hanging out. And here we are with Jack.
Ah, you're back. Good news. I figured out how to access the artifact's telekinesis effect. I've hooked it up to this old laser rifle. There's no way to control it without direct neural input. For better or worse, all of that was destroyed when my father died. But you still have a rather powerful directed force. Here, see what you think.
And we get Lorenzo's artifact gun. It's actually a pretty good gun. When you shoot at your enemies, it pushes them back. Great for enemies, knocking enemies off cliffs and edges and things like that.
You made a neat gun. Thanks.
I hope you find some use for it. As for myself, I don't know. Maybe I'll finally travel to the southwest. My father was always convinced that there was another alien city buried somewhere in the Mojave Desert.
Alright, thanks, Jack. So that pretty much does it for the quest. Getting Lorenzo's artifact gun. Now we'll go ahead and go through some of the various endings or paths you can take in the quest. This other path being where you save Lorenzo instead.
You'd best hurry it up. My son is quite capable of stopping you if he gets in here. That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door. Your men upstairs don't seem to have been of much use. That's right. You need to shut down the containment.
Hurry! The Abremelin field is down!
Apparently, even the simplest task was beyond your capabilities.
Just like before, we'll take down these raiders real quick.
Now, I will finally be free.
It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the 4 Abremelin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
So this time, We'll just let Lorenzo out.
Do not listen to him. This is what he does. Surely you can see that.
Do the right thing. Let me out of here. Ah, at long last, you did the right thing. You'll see.
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. Why don't you wait there so that we can have that little chat that's so long overdue?
Get away while you can.
It seems Jack doesn't want to talk to his father. We'll have to kill him, you know.
Jack got the hell out of Dodge. How long you been in there, guy?
How long have you been locked up in here?
My loving son trapped me here in the year of our Lord, 1898, so, almost 400 years. I think you were about to agree to helping me kill Jack and the rest of my traitorous kin, yes?
I don't know. I guess.
Sounds good to me.
Then let us adjourn to Cabot House. I'm sure that's where they'll hole up. I'll meet you there. Just don't start without me.
I really don't know if this was the right choice. So, we'll head back. In this scenario, we're gonna make up with the Cabots and agree to battle Lorenzo.
Have you lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
I didn't know who to believe.
I wasn't sure who was telling the truth, you or him.
And now he's coming here to kill all of us. Are you satisfied?
This is my fault. I hired this idiot, and he betrayed you.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just kill you right now.
Hey, Jack. I'm sorry. Hey, I understand now.
Now I understand why you locked him up. He's insane. He has to be stopped.
Well, for Edward's sake, okay.
Oh my!
Ah, you're all here. Good.
Now we get to face
How
Lorenzo.
did you get in here? Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen. You know I would never.
You have all betrayed me, kept me a prisoner, and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
It's actually a pretty tough boss. So we'll take out the, back. There we go.
Now you see, I told you what would happen if Lorenzo got free.
You were right, alright?
You're right. I should have listened to you back at Parsons.
You did come back to help. I'll give you that much. At least nobody died. Small miracle, really. I only wish I'd been able to find some way to cure my father before it came to this. I still believe that with a little more time, I might have found some way to remove the artifact. But it doesn't matter now.
Sorry for that, Jack.
I'm sorry about Lorenzo.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Before you go, you did make the right choice in the end. So I feel I owe you something for your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
Thanks.
Great. Thanks.
One more thing. I've done so much research on the artifact. I may be able to do something with it. Come back in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
Well, that wraps up the quest. Where we get to battle and defeat Lorenzo.
Lorenzo might have killed us all if it wasn't for you.
Obviously, the Cabots are very grateful. goes Lorenzo. And next we'll explore the scenario where we help Lorenzo kill the Cabot family and get his revenge.
There! Have you lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
Hey, I was right about you.
You were just keeping him prisoner to keep yourselves alive.
That's a lie. I've worked for centuries to find a way to cure him. But he doesn't want to be cured. He likes what he's become.
Hold on there, Jack. He has a point. Your story about curing Lorenzo has never quite added up.
What are you doing, Edward?
I'd just like to hear what he has to say. He's talked to Lorenzo. I never have. You're saying you think Jack's been lying about Lorenzo all this time?
That's right.
Yes, Lorenzo doesn't seem crazy to me, although he's understandably pretty pissed off.
Well, goddamn. I guess you have some explaining to do, Jack.
You can't seriously doubt me, Edward. After all I've done for you?
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here.
How did you get in here?
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen. You know I would never.
You have all betrayed me, kept me a prisoner, and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
Please, Lorenzo, it
That
wasn't
goes
me.
Jack.
It was Jack. Oh God!
Down
Oh
goes
God!
the machine. Down goes Wilhelmina.
It's a damn shame things had to end like this.
You surprised me.
I never expected you to turn on Jack like that.
I've had my doubts about the Lorenzo situation for a long time. You may not realize, I've been working for the Cabot since before the Great War. I never met Lorenzo, of course. He was already locked up in Parsons when I came on board. So I've had to take Jack's word for everything the whole time. And I won't lie, I had a good situation here, and I didn't want to rock the boat. I don't know if it was the right decision or not, but what's done is done.
Good luck, man.
Well, good luck. It's been a pleasure working for you.
Thanks. You probably got more than you bargained for when you barged in here uninvited. Well, no point in hanging around here any longer. I'm done with the Cabots.
Well, that's done. Thank you for your assistance.
They had it coming.
They had it coming.
I can see you understand the deep satisfaction of revenge, long delayed. Now that I've taken care of that bit of old business, I can see that I have a lot to learn. Things have changed while I've been locked away. This new world seems to be one of limitless possibilities for people of our talents and inclinations.
I guess let's be sarcastic.
If you like dirt, radiation, and random violence, you're in for a treat.
You're looking at things the wrong way, my friend. The old world's luxuries were paid for by an infinity of rules and restrictions. There was no room for a truly creative mind to flourish. Now, however, there's nothing to stand in my way. Or yours. But first, one last piece of unfinished business. I promised to share my blood with you. And I always keep my promises.
Thank you, sir.
Here is your reward. I will provide you with a lifetime supply, as needed. But remember, this is my gift to you. I will give you another vial when you need it, for your own use only. Do not sell it, or throw it away. After business, pleasure. Help yourself to a drink if you like. Jack seems to have done very well for himself, despite everything.
And so there you have it. A lifetime supply of serum, basically giving you immortality. And you also unleash Lorenzo upon the post-apocalyptic world. And so that wraps up all the different scenarios of this quest. If you're interested in more of the lore and all the rest of the story, you can actually access the terminals. There's one in the insane asylum in Jack's office. There's a couple in the Cabot house. One is Imogene's, the other is Jack's. There you can read their journal entries throughout the years. And then also in the Cabot house is the Lorenzo's journal. This is his journal about his expedition to actually go and find the artifacts themselves. It's actually pretty interesting to read that. So I would check that out. That's actually in one of the rooms on the top floor of the Cabot house. Other than that, that pretty much wraps up everything about this quest. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you liking and subscribing, and thanks so much.